Hello, I'm here. Up way too close. Up way too close. Hello, everyone. Back too far. Hello, everyone. Yes, I am here finally. Walking and talking, walking and talking. Happy Tuesday, folks. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Why is she doing that? Ah, let's get it on, folks. Let's get it on. A warm up, a warm up. Happy Tuesday. Yes, it is Tuesday. Happy new week, folks. Happy new week. Uh, oh, I did 5,000 steps already per the per the Fitbit. Imagine that. Yes, I've been walking around in the home, of course, walking around in the home. Hello, Regina. How are you? How are you? Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Yes. Getting it together, folks. Getting it together. Midday walking and talking. Midday walking and talking. There's always something going on, folks, here in this great big wide world. I will be talking about that. The main thing. What is the main thing? Hopefully your morning went well. Hopefully your morning went well. And if you're taking your lunch break, etc., and watching me, that's always a good thing. I told you guys I'm working on my comedy career. Working on my comedy career. Girl, gotta have multiple streams of income. Girl, your jokes are corny. No one wants to hear that. But yeah, I always love comedy shows, all that good stuff. I'll look at the roast also in too. Those are comedy also there for comedy reasons also in too. But yeah, I love the comedy shows. Some of the older ones from way back. Not from way too far back, but Carol Burnett. I enjoyed that. Of course, Sanford and Son is my fave. But yeah, those were some good shows back then, and other ones too. Bob Newhart. And these are just some comedians, just in general. Tim Conway, some of those ones. Flip Wilson, all of that good stuff. But yeah, working on that comedy career, folks. Working on that other stream of income, comedy. I'm just talking here. But nonetheless, happy Tuesday, happy new week, happy new week. Each day that we are blessed to be here is a new beginning. We can consider that a new beginning, a time to do something different, something new. And of course, as always, count our blessings. I was over there at Just Read Virginia's books, and yeah, we got to count our blessings. We have to count our blessings, folks, to count our blessings. But yeah, well, I guess but on Sunday, former First Lady Rosalynn Carter, she passed away, and I failed to mention that yesterday. I did have it on my notes, and I failed to mention that. She was 96, and she passed away yesterday. And yeah, and former President Carter is still here with us. I think he's like 99, so they lived a good, long life. And they were, of course, from Georgia, and he became president of the United States, I think in 76, I want to say. 76 to 80, etc., all the good stuff. And then after his post-presidency, he went on to do a whole host of charitable things, I do believe. And Habitat for Humanity was one of the things that he did and is known for post-presidency, etc. And I'm sure he has done some other things also. But yeah, she passed away on Sunday. I think they had said that she had went into hospice care. I'm not quite sure, or maybe both of them had went into hospice care, but yeah, she passed away. Yeah, so that was that. The main thing, and you all know, and this conversation will probably go a whole lot of different routes. But as you all know, I always say, and other people have said it too, keep the main thing the main thing. Of course, we're talking about individually, if you're just by yourself, and if you are coupled up with someone, significant other, or married, and or have children, etc. in my brain, that should be the main thing. That should be the main thing in my brain. What could be more important than yourself? And I guess I should just stop right there. What is more important than you? Nothing. Nothing. Then we, and I know every situation is different. I am only talking to the people that are slash were, in this case, consenting adults. I'm not talking about all the other cases, where things could have happened. People could have, gotten pregnant, et cetera, in this case, and it was beyond their control. I'm not talking about that because I don't want people to mix us up. But what about, people do that a lot, and I'm not here for that. Consenting adults, et cetera, and then you have a kid, and then that becomes, for some, a lot, the focus of their life, the most important thing. That becomes the main thing, and you kind of want to put yourself to the back, or on the back burner. So, if those are the main things, how do we keep those things being the main thing, the front of mind stuff? How do we keep that at the forefront when we have everything else going on in our lives or outside of our lives? And some of the stuff that is outside of our life that we get, of course, I'm talking about the media, wherever you get it from, social media, newspapers, magazines, blogs, either on the internet or ones that you might just be picking up from someplace. How do you take in that information and not let it cloud up your mind or the main thing that you have going on at any particular moment? How do you do that? How do you do that? It seems as though it's going to become a skill maybe for you if you indulge in these type of things a lot or believe the things that you hear these people putting out a lot. And then that may take you off your game from what it is that you need to be focusing on. This is a budgeting channel, so I'm talking about your money. I am talking about your money. We can go to these places to get information, guidance. And I'm talking about the media, whether it's social media here or electronically, the internet, or legacy media, i.e. the TV, and we're listening to what it is that they are saying, and then we may get caught up in the things that are happening on a day-to-day basis, etc. What's happening worldwide on a day-to-day basis, and we get caught up in it. And then we may lose track of what it is that we need to actually be focusing on, because it's something that they said that sparked something in you, or like a better word, triggered something in you. And then you may go down a rabbit hole trying to find out more information about that, and then you are off of your game and you're down this rabbit hole with this other information. We have to be careful, folks. We have to be careful because there is a lot of things going on to where people are trying to get you off of your game. They're trying to get you to think about something differently. They are putting out things to get and to keep you distracted because they have found out that this works. And the way that we know this is when they have the TV. They call it TV program. It's programming for a reason. What type of programming are you looking at? Are they programming you is actually what it is that I'm trying to say. Are they programming you? Are they trying to get you to, one, keep coming back? Are they trying to get you to take on or adopt their idea, whatever it is that they are putting out there? Are they doing that? We really have to sit back and think, are they doing that? And I know some people that have stopped watching the news and maybe other types of programming or just TV, in total, because it got to be so bad for them, etc. Every time they turned it on, it was nothing good. It was death, murder, etc. And they just like, okay, I'm not doing that. Or they may thought a little further and say, okay, these channels are talking a certain political point, etc. And every time they mention something or say something, it's going to be wrapped up in that particular political persuasion. And this other one, they are talking the opposite, and the same thing is going to be wrapped up in that political persuasion. And then you find yourself sitting there and whatever particular persuasion you are, you're going to gravitate more towards the one that aligns with your values, etc. So yeah, we have to be mindful and careful that we don't get caught up and wrapped up into what they are trying to put out there to you, get you caught up in. It's called programming for a reason. That's why I'm going with this. It's called programming for a reason. And you keep your focus on you, yourself, your family, etc. Like I mention all the time, everything is political. Everything is political. But files, welcome in, welcome in. Everything is political. So we know that there is an election coming up, a presidential election coming up next year. And of course, there's always an election somewhere on a Tuesday here in these United States. So, of course, now and until then, you are going to start hearing, hello, Lisa, how are you? How are you? Sheep, we here, hello, how are you? You're going to start hearing things because they're trying to get, they're trying to get people to come back to their side, come back to their line of thinking, etc. You're going to start hearing a whole lot of things, some key buzzwords for the community. I wrote some of them down. Voting Rights Act, Black Lives Matter. Let me get up here so I can see what it is that I'm doing here. What did I write on here? Yep. Black voters. They are doing polls, etc. All of this other good stuff. Black voters. More Black stories. Once people get elected, etc., in a particular county, etc., redrawing the map, and then of course that will be laced with, whites, more Blacks are over in this particular area, that type of thing. So will you be going down that rabbit hole? We know that this happens each and every time. Will you be going down that rabbit hole? Hello, Mr. Steve, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Sheep, we here. I think I saw him. Hello, Sheep. Thanks for coming in. Will we be going down that rabbit hole? Will we be engaging in that programming? You already know what it is. You already know what it is that you stand for, how you're going to vote, et cetera, et cetera. Well, something that they say and constantly be saying to you on the various channels, will that change your mind or have an effect on you? Or will you just keep on working on getting your money up, doing extra side hustles, trying to find another stream of income if that is what you're working on? This is a budgeting channel, and that is why I am going there with it. Will you be doing there? Will you be doing that? Will you be keeping the main thing? You, your family, your finances, generational wealth, legacy planning, all of that. Will you be doing that? We already know that these buzzwords, these talking points, these stories, however you view them, whether you hear someone saying them, speaking about them, that is, or if you're reading them here on the blogs, etc., or YouTube, you know that that is going to happen. And if you can't tell or distinguish that, hey, this happens, seems like this happens every time when there's a presidential election come along. Trust, they are out here on these YouTubes, Instagram, all these other streets out here, and they are seeing what it is that the folks that share my reflection in this community is saying with regards to them, whether they believe all of it, none of it, some of it, that's left up to interpretation. But I'm old enough, 29, and ugly enough, to know the game. And the game is the game. So is someone running a game on you? Is someone programming you to think that, a particular group of people have your best interest at heart? Are you concerned about, and I want to be clear here, I'm not saying don't be concerned about others. I'm not saying that. But you have to be able to take care of yourself before you can think about taking care of someone else. This includes even the people in your family. So are you going to do something, cast a vote in this particular case, because I'm talking a little bit politics, cast a vote for the greater good of all the people, or are you going to take care of yourself? Are you going to vote your interest? We have to be careful. We have to be careful with that, folks. We have to be careful with that. So keep the main thing, whatever's, and yes, we can walk and chew bubble gum at the same time. And some of us can't, and some of us can't. But it is what it is. Just keep the main thing. If your focus for the remainder of 2023 going into 2024 is to get your money up, to get yourself in a better financial situation, this is a budgeting channel, folks, then focus on that. Do that. Yes, you will hear the other chatter and you will be able to put it in the compartment that it belongs in for a particular period of time, etc. And I'm not saying just totally ignore it. You don't have to do that, or you can, whatever works for you so that you can do what it is that you need to do. Because sometimes these are buzzwords, they get out there into the ether, and then people just eat it up, and then you will have other people latching onto it and talking about it, whether it's on these YouTube streets where a lot of people are going because they got their phones and all this other good stuff. And then you go down a rabbit hole with it. Yeah, they did that person wrong. Or, yeah, I get it. I'm connecting the dots, and that's why, and I'm going to, vote this way or do something differently. I just say vote your interest. No one is going to save you. No one is going to save you. No one is going to save you. What else? Oh, just like with the aliens. What? Now, all these things they're talking about, what's going on, etc. And we got high gas prices, high food prices, and people have been talking about that too. But when the government says, "Oh, aliens," and all this other stuff, that some folks may shift over there to that, and they're telling you and showing you these things to get you distracted, to get you off of the main thing, which is you and your family, your money, or whatever it is that you decide that is. Whew, I'm going to take a little bit of a break, folks, and trivia question time, folks, trivia question time. So what do we have? Okay. Without giving a lot of it away, Hello, Denise. How are you? Hopefully all is well. And Mr. Mike and Rocky. Okay, here is the trivia question. And if you get the trivia question correct, first and last name for this particular artist, your link will be dropped in the chat. This family. But here goes. In one of this artist's videos, he is referred to as, and it's possible that they continue to refer to him as this, Mr. Big. Mr. Big. What is this artist's name? First and last name. He's referred to in videos and maybe beyond as Mr. Big. You folks know who it is. He's referred to as Mr. Big. He is an artist, music artist. I'll give you that, music artist. Try not to give too much away because I know that you folks know, because you guys are grown and sexy. I know that you all know who it is. First and last name. Whew. First and last name. A sip of water. Hopefully you guys' day is going well. If you get it right, then you get your link dropped in the channel. Thank goodness I got to it more sooner than later this time. Yesterday was a fiasco. So once again, this guy in his videos, music videos, he's a musician, is referred to as Mr. Big. What is this artist's name? A musical family. It's from a musical family. What is his name? Whew. Yeah, so back a little bit to the topic, the main thing, which is going to be you. Like I said before, I should end it there. You, and then of course your significant other, spouse, children. Not in that particular order. I am just saying you should be the focus because you can't take care of anyone else. until you take care of yourself. We ladies, hopefully we're learning that little by little, that we know it full on, that we know it full on. Hey, Ask Billy Girl TV says no clue. You guys know. The folks in the chat know, the folks in the chat know. Yeah, so they want to get you off of your game. Don't let them get you off of your game with the election coming up next year, or at any other time today, 5 minutes from now. While you're on your lunch break, you may be listening to the news to catch up on the news that has happened since you went to work, since you started your work day. You may be trying to catch up, and they're out here talking about aliens. I know they were talking about that a couple of months back, but whatever. Now, what else are they talking about? They tell you how to talk, your speech. This was happening, a couple of years back and on up into more recent times, et cetera, telling you what pronouns to use for people, et cetera. They're telling you what words you can use. They're changing up the words so that you can, hey, don't say this particular, say it this way, et cetera. To distract you from, these gas prices are going up. Now, all of a sudden, I am seeing all these videos, and trust and believe, I am sure that they were out here before, where they were talking about the high cost of food, gas, etc. But sometimes when we let the different type of programming come into our lives, we click it on our phones, laptops, tablets, etc., then we go down a rabbit hole with it, and we don't need to do that. We don't need to do that. I need to get clear about a whole lot of things. Like I said yesterday, when I am doing these walk-ins and talkings and, stuffing the cash and all this other stuff, I'm just holding myself accountable, telling myself, hey, you need to do that too. Wake up. Stop talking to yourself. No, I can't stop talking to myself. I am married. So it comes with working on that other stream of income, folks. But yeah, don't go down or be led down a rabbit hole, folks. Do not be led down a rabbit hole. Keep the main thing the main thing. You know what it is. It's a game, folks. It's called programming for a reason. What are some of the other things, some of the other buzzwords that you may hear? Women's rights, gender studies, etc., and everything around that. That is another something that they may start talking about. Is it women's rights for me, or women's rights for other communities? What was the main focus when whomever said it, whenever you heard it, however you heard it? What was the main focus? Was it for all women, all communities, all races, ethnicities, etc.? Or can you do some deeper thinking, some deeper undercovering, and see, it wasn't really meant for me. It was meant for some other group or groups. We really have to think about it. And when people try to glom on and put these different type of words onto stuff now, that is very hurtful and painful to my community, etc. It's a mess. It's a mess. That's a topic for another day. It's a mess. But yeah, don't get distracted. Stay on game. No takers on the trivia question. I'm looking to see if someone answered. This musician in his videos and thereafter was referred to as Mr. Big. You all know who this musician is. He comes from a family. If I say too much, it's going to give it away. He is still with us. He is still touring. I do believe he is still touring. But yeah, if I give too many more hints, you all are going to know. Gotta make it a touch harder, but you all know Mr. Big. Is this volume down? It might be down too much. I don't know. Mr. Big. Hello, Bridget. How are you? He was a part of a group. Bridget, How is Missy doing? How is Missy doing? I know that's your sister's dog. But yes, how are you, Bridget? How are you, Bridget? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. He was a part of a group. I'll give you that. And yeah, if I say the other part, then you're going to know part of the group's name. If I give a hint, then part of the group's name will be in there, and then someone will know readily. So in his videos, he was referred to as Mr. Big. And if I said something else about the videos, you all want to know right then and there. No one knows. Woo. I'm doing some strength training after this. I got my weights in here. I gotta do that to get these guns together. Girl, you're weak. I'm working on those. Working on my comedy routine. Working on my comedy routine, folks. Okay, no takers, no takers. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Hey, I know it's Tuesday, and I know I talk about it maybe every day, but the pocket watching, hopefully you all did well with the pocket watching over the weekend. Hopefully you all did well with the pocket watching over the weekend. Whew. And that pocket watching is watching your own pockets, no one else's, which is what we tend to do. I can't keep the main thing. Focus on self, focus on yourself, your family, your budget. This is a financial channel, your finances, your money now and retirement, legacy planning, generational wealth, passed down, etc. All of that good stuff. Yes, hashtag coin watch. Got to watch those coins, folks. Got to watch those coins. Ooh. Yes, and yes again. I'm trying to cool down a little bit. No takers on Mr. Big. In his videos, he's referred to as one of his videos, Mr. Big. He's still alive. I do believe he is still touring. He is part of a group. I'm putting group. He's part of a group. But yeah, great timeless music, folks. Great timeless music by this artist. Great timeless music. Most of the ones that I've been doing for the trivia question have been, because I've been listening to them on YouTube because I'm only 29. I've just become acquainted with them. That's the story. And that's my story. I'm sticking with it. The delusion is real, folks. The delusion is real. Oh, thanks for sharing, She. Thanks for sharing. I do appreciate it. Thanks so much, She. We're here for sharing. I do appreciate it. I am going to cool down. Oh, I do appreciate you all being here. No, y'all don't want. You got work to do. Slip away time over here. Strength training. Just a little bit of strength training. And then get this together. Get back. But yeah, the main thing is you, your family, and whatever else you decide after that is the main thing. Of course, a budgeting channel, a finance channel, your money. We live in a capitalistic society where cash rules everything around me. Dollar bills, y'all. So keep the main thing the main thing. Don't get distracted from the forces out there, other people. I know I didn't talk about that too much, but you all know what it is. But with regards to the media and all the various ways that we consume media, get media nowadays, a la the internet, make sure you're not going down a rabbit hole with some of the things that they will start talking about. Don't be so easily triggered if that is you. I'm not saying it is or isn't, but someone here, Voting Rights Act, and then they think all of a sudden we're not going to be able to vote next time, and then they go down a rabbit hole. While you have to deal with the day-to-day, gas, food prices, going to work, not sure whether your job is going to be there tomorrow, next week, etc. Hello, beautiful dawn people. How are you? Not being sure about anything. High price of self-pay insurance, or even if you have a health savings account. Thinking about your retirement. Think about your children if they're under 18, their future, or just next week or the next season when the next season comes in. Will I have enough money to buy them the clothing because they're growing all the time? Your adult children that may have to come back home and live with you. You got all of these things possibly going on in your life at any moment in time. But if someone says Voting Rights Act, now that is going to consume your whole day, maybe all of next week, and up until the time you're able to vote. And because we think that they're going to take away the Black People's Voting Rights Act, we have to be careful that we don't go down a rabbit hole on some of these things that they are talking about, folks. Yeah, let me get off of here. Hey, Cherry, hey, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in. I'm getting ready to go. But I'll just do the trivia question again. I don't know if someone answered it or not, but I'll just do it one more time. In his video, and maybe videos, he is referred to as Mr. Big. Mr. Big. Who is this artist? He is a musician. Who is this artist? Put his full name in the chat if you know who it is and get your link dropped. I will stay on here for another minute, starting now, and then I am out of here, folks. I am out of here. Oh. He is referred to as Mr. Big. Ding, 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 ding. Don, people got it. Yes, Mr. Ron Isley. Mr. Ron Isley. Oh, I hate you. Came in at a second. Making sure. Yeah. Don, people got it. Congrats, Don, people. Congrats, Don, people. I know I think you have a YouTube channel. I'm not quite sure. Congrats, Don, people. She got it right. Mr. Ron Isley. Of course, Bridget had asked if it was a band. He was in the Isley Brothers. So yeah, and I think the brother, Mr. Ernie, he played I think it was the bass guitar. He played the guitar. I don't know what type it is, the bass guitar. Tapatio's Cop Watch. Welcome in, welcome in. Get ready to head on out of here, folks. But congrats, congrats, Don people, beautiful Don people. Congrats, Don people. Don people. Oh yeah, great. Your link is in the chat. You all go check out her channel, Tapatio's. How are things out there in Arizona? Thank you all so much for coming in. I'm gonna do a little strength training because I gotta get these guns together. Yes. Thank you all for coming in. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great day, folks. They coming here in the last. Thank you guys so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Keep the main thing the main thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, Tamika. Someone says Mika. I'm not seeing Tamika. Maybe someone else's name. Mika. Did I miss? Hopefully I didn't miss someone. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. I do appreciate it. Maybe, I don't know, some names maybe Mika, but nonetheless, Thank you all so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Take care. Take care. Bye-bye, good folks. Bye-bye.